Hey everybody, Anime Abraham here and welcome back to another video where today I'll be starting a brand new series on the channel called Dragon Ball Versus. As the name suggests, I'll be tackling some of the biggest who would win debates in the entirety of the Dragon Ball franchise. For the first episode of Dragon Ball Versus, I thought we would tackle the biggest who would win debate of them all, Vegito versus Gogeta. Who would win in a fight? Without any further delays, let's begin this episode of Dragon Ball Versus. Okay, so first things first, we need to choose which timeline of Vegito and Gogeta we'll be using. Today, we'll be using a hypothetical 2018 Broly movie Vegito for the Vegito side, and for the Gogeta side, we'll be using a Broly movie Gogeta. The reason why I'm having both of these fusions exist within the Broly movie, this is because all of their stats are equal, meaning that it'll be fair to both sides, as I don't want to start a fan war in the comments. Anyway though guys, with that being said though, let's go over their abilities. Okay, for the transformation side of both fusions, we've got Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and theoretically Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and Ultra Instinct. With that being said though, let's go over their abilities. Their abilities are a mishmash of Goku and Vegeta's abilities, as the two halves that make up these fusions up are Goku and Vegeta. With that being said though, let's go over Vegito's attacks, as they are very different from Gogeta's. For Vegito's attacks, we've got the Big Bang attack, the original Kamehameha that we've all known and loved, and finally we've got the final Kamehameha. But the abilities of Vegito do not stop there, as he's also capable of making a Ki Sword. This Ki Sword is great for short-ranged and long-ranged attacks. Alright everyone, now it's time to cover the abilities of Gogeta. For the abilities of Gogeta, as stated previously, we've got all mishmashes of Goku and Vegeta's abilities. We've got the Big Bang Kamehameha, which is Gogeta's signature move. However though, if Gogeta decides to use his move separately, he can do that as well, meaning that he can use the Big Bang attack and the Kamehameha separately for excellent combos and abilities. He is also capable of using the Final Flash and the Gun. But just because Vegito has his own signature move in the form of the Kamehameha doesn't mean Gogeta doesn't have one. In fact, he has one of his own called the Soul Punisher. For those of you who don't know what it does, it is an insta-kill move for anyone that is evil, meaning that he can realistically one-shot any villain that comes in his way should he decide to use the Soul Punisher. However though, the Soul Punisher does not easily disintegrate everyone, as for those who are good, it is a severe damaging move which is close enough to disintegration if you were to ask me. However though, for those who are evil such as Janemba, he is capable of disintegrating them or returning them to their original forms, as we've seen in the Dragon Ball Z movie Fusion Reborn. However though, for those that are good, such as Broly, it does severe damage to them, as we saw within the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Alright everyone, now it's time to get into the fight. The fight starts off furious with Vegito and Gogeta trading blows at each other in classic Dragon Ball fashion. However though, Gogeta decides to get serious and so does Vegito. They instantly transform into their Super Saiyan forms and immediately begin to slug it out once again. Vegito decides to use the Spirit Sword in order to gain some distance between Gogeta and him. Gogeta then decides to use the Soul Punisher move, which does severe damage to Vegito, but not so much to the point that it would kill him. In retaliation, Vegito decides to use his final Kamehameha, and in response, Gogeta decides to use his Big Bang Kamehameha. The two beams clash, and in quite an epic fashion. Their battle is shaking the entire universe at this point because of all the power that they are using. However though, the two seem equal to each other and decide to step it up. They instantly decide to go into their Super Saiyan Blue forms and clash that way. However though, they are still equals to each other. After the beam struggle ends, Gogeta decides that he has finally had enough and decides to finish it off using his full power, and Vegito does the same, causing the two warriors to charge at each other like horses to a joust. on instinct, and as a result, they begin to slug it out with each other in classic Dragon Ball fashion. However, though, Gogeta has had enough, as stated previously, and decides to use his Soul Punisher. Vegito instantly dodges the Soul Punisher, thinking that the same move won't work on him twice. However, though, Gogeta came prepared for this scenario, as he decides to launch a Soul Punisher volley on Vegito, causing Vegito to get overwhelmed and take severe damage as a result. However, though, Gogeta is not done, as he decides to use his Big Bang attack and Kamehameha separately with each other. Remember how I mentioned that Gogeta is capable of using the Kamehameha and Big Bang attack separately? Well, he decides to do that here, and as such, he fires a Big Bang attack at Vegito. However, though, Vegito uses another key sword to slice the Big Bang attack in half. However, though, Gogeta came prepared for this and decides to use his instant transmission in conjunction with the Kamehameha, and as a result of this, he is able to teleport behind Vegito and launches the Kamehameha directly at him, causing him to get severely damaged. However, though, Vegito still isn't done and decides to use his signature move, the final Kamehameha, once again. However, though, Gogeta came prepared for this and decides to use a final Kamehameha of his own, causing a clash of final Kamehamehas to begin. However, though, due to Vegito being extremely weakened in this fight, Gogeta instantly wins the clash and his beam envelops Vegito's beam, and as a result of this, Vegito is instantly disintegrated and thus Vegito loses the battle, thus leaving Gogeta the winner of this fight and this episode of Dragon Ball Versus. Alright guys, before you begin writing angry statements in the comment section and thoroughly disliking this video, let me explain the reasons as to why Gogeta won. The main reasons as to why Gogeta won is simply because of his more versatile move pool. His move pool is much more versatile than Vegito's, in that he is capable of using his combined moves separately, i.e. he's capable of using the Kamehameha and Big Bang attack separately, and as a result of his instant transmission ability, he was capable of getting behind Vegito, causing him to get severely damaged when he fired his instant transmission Kamehameha at him. He is also capable of using the final Kamehameha as well, as remember, Gogeta is a mishmash of Goku and Vegeta, meaning that he can instantly combine Goku and Vegeta's moves to make unique and powerful attacks. Another reason as to why Gogeta won is simply because of his diligence. Gogeta is very diligent, as we saw in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, as well as Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. However, though, if you do count GT, he is not diligent in that series. However, though, we are not counting GT in this scenario, and as a result of this, Gogeta's diligence combined with his versatile move pool allowed him to take the first episode of Dragon Ball Versus and beat Vegito in the first episode of Dragon Ball Versus. However, though, it is up to you to fully decide who would win this battle, and let me know in the comments who do you think would win this battle. Anyway though guys, with that being said though, that's gonna about do it for today's video, so see you guys later, goodbye, and remember the Anime Abraham Army loves you and will always love you. If you guys want more videos like this, then please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend, as it not only helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, but it also shows me that you guys want to see more episodes of Dragon Ball Versus and more videos just like this. So please, if you guys like this video, then show your support by giving it a like and sub, as it really helps me out a lot. Additionally though, remember you guys that the Anime Abraham Army loves you and will always love you. And feel free to express your opinions on who would win this battle in the comments. Anyway though guys, with that being said though, peace out and I'll catch you down the road and see you guys in the next anime related video.